In 1969, I began my public service when I became a trooper with the Virginia State Police. I was blessed to be able to retire as a master trooper in 1995. That year, I answered another call to service when I asked the people of Wise County and the city of Norton to be their sheriff. The people elected me, and they also entrusted me with the responsibility to protect and serve them as their sheriff. The people then re-elected me 5 more times and blessed me with the distinction of having now been the longest serving sheriff in our county's history. During my campaign in 1995, I made promises to lead the fight in the battle against drugs in our schools by beginning a K-9 unit within the sheriff's office, and to assist in finding drugs in our schools and on suspected criminals, and to continue the DARE program to teach young people about dangers of drugs, work with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies to coordinate resources in fighting drugs. I can stand before you today and say that those promises were made and those promises were kept. We formed a K-9 unit when I took office, and we have supported the DARE program for years. We have also been able to maintain and increase the number of school resource officers within our schools. But as you know, the problem with drugs has remained a constant challenge for our county and our region. So the Sheriff's Office has evolved to meet the challenges. Our office has been heavily involved with the Southwest Virginia Regional Narcotics Task Force, where I am a command group member and where we have assigned personnel. We have implemented the use of newer technology in order to investigate crimes, drug crimes especially. Using this technology leads to the results of the street buys and in the courtroom to prosecute. This technology and the hard work of our deputies leads to operations such as the roundups that we do each and every year. I also promised to begin a neighborhood watch program that would be coordinated by deputies in every community. That was a promise that was made and a promise that was kept. After I took office, we started numerous neighborhood and business watch programs through Wise County. I believe that community policing increases the awareness of our citizens and encourages volunteers to donate time to help others make our communities better and a safer place to live. Another promise was to form a 911 task force made up of Sheriff's Office, local police chiefs, fire chiefs, and rescue squad captains to make the E911 system more efficient. Another promise made and a promise kept. Every law enforcement and connected agency relies on a well-trained and efficient E911 system. That is why we have worked hard over the years to improve and modernize 911. The Wise County Sheriff's Office is the first E911 agency in our area to implement the ability of texting to 911. Using this ability, individuals requesting EMS, fire, or law enforcement can directly text and communicate with E911 dispatchers. Since my days in the Virginia State Police, I have understood the importance of communications and working closely with other law enforcement agencies, as we are all fighting the same fight. I am proud to say that we have consistently been committed to resource sharing and cross-training with other law enforcement and government agencies. We regularly have deputies who attend train the trainer sessions and then come back home and train our law enforcement people so that we can do a better job protecting our communities. That was a promise that was made and a promise that was kept. By starting programs like Project Lifesaver, Good Morning Wise County, through programs like these, our office and volunteers are visible in the community. They visit homes, they provide services such as conducting welfare checks on senior citizens. When it comes to being well trained, in 2002, our office became the 13th law enforcement agency and the 5th Sheriff's Office in Virginia to be accredited. by the Virginia Law Enforcement Professional Standards Commission. This office was also the first agency in far southwest Virginia to receive reaccreditation. The Wise County Sheriff's Office has been successfully reaccredited in 2016, 2010, 2014, and more recently in 2018. The promises made in the past have been promises that have been kept then and now. But to have to build on these promises and continue to do so, of course, it takes more than one person to fulfill promises like these. It takes a lot of people. It takes our deputies, it takes our staff, it takes all of you. Over the years, we have seen a lot of good people come and go. And we have seen some characters too, people that have come from all walks of life. I'm proud to say that I have worked with employees from different political parties and always appreciated and learned from their viewpoint and suggested and worked hard. I want to thank all of you for your hard work over the years. You have my greatest admiration and respect. Fulfilling promises and completing our mission also takes allies and friends outside of this office. I would like to thank the Wise County Board of Supervisors for their years of support to this office. I would like to thank our legislators who have always listened when we needed assistance, of course, and on the other elected officials in Wise County and Norton who've always supported us in our mission to do things the right way, to be professional and to be progressive. It means so much to me to be able to stand in front of you today and say that we have accomplished a lot of our goals, and there are still a lot of things that we have not done that I hope will be done in the future. Wise County is my home as a state trooper in the beginning, and when I started as your sheriff. Now I have traveled almost every mile of Wise County and the city of Norton as a law enforcement officer. I have sometimes been a first-hand witness to people's tragedies and heartaches, but have also seen their triumphs and hopes. Being in law enforcement enables you to be a part of those good things too, protecting our communities and ensuring that justice is served. Vince Lombardi once said that the good life isn't to live forever, but to create something that will. My hope is that good things we've started will live forever and enable the people of these mountains to live in a community that is prosperous, safe, and secure. Thank you, thank all of you. Thank you for allowing me to serve. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I'll be glad to try to answer any questions that any of you might have.
Sheriff, if you could just talk about the transition from your time as a state trooper to now, serving as sheriff for, more than 20 years. Talk a little bit about that transition and kind of what you've learned over the past couple of decades.
Okay. Well, with working with the state police, it was always do this, do it the right way. You always got something from them that would change before you could learn and do the things that they'd ask you to do. But with this office, we take time to go over things and train, and we look at people and what they're capable of doing, and hopefully we try to put them in the proper position. We know that we have investigators, we have people who do good jobs at investigating crimes, we have deputies who do a good job patrolling the roads, we know who they are, we know who and what they want to do. So it varies, from one agency to the other, but I'm always proud to say that I was a member of the Virginia State Police. It's one of the finest organizations, but it's not any bit better. It's not as good probably as the Wise County Sheriff's Office.
And your time there wasn't easy too. You had to run it in what, 1977?
1972.
Two.
Yes.
Two. If you can just, so you know what it's like for, men and women to go out every day in danger. You've experienced it firsthand. How has that helped in your leadership at the Sheriff's Office?
Well, I always caution them. Every time I meet with them, I see them coming in or out the door, I ask them to be careful, always alert, cautious. I tell them to always watch people's hands. That's what they're going to hurt you with. So it's been very important to me that I've been blessed, and thank God I've never had a deputy hurt or killed, and I hope and pray that continues. my tenure and whoever follows me. I hope it never happens in Wise County. Anybody else have a question? Well, again, I thank all of you for being here today, and I really appreciate it. I look forward to getting through this year and starting something new. I hope that I'll have some time to do some things I'd like to do in my old age. I really hope that I do. I have a great grandson. I'd like to have some time to visit with him and watch him grow and do some things and be there with him.
So is that your plans for retirement, or?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I do appreciate all of you, I sure do. Teresa, Tody, Kim, I can't call all of you names, but again, I appreciate all of you so much. Jennifer, just Courtney, everybody, I appreciate you. Steve, I know that you're gonna be going out this year too, so.
Yeah.
I want you to prove it.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah. Would you like to get on the tables and dance for me?
I think the one kind of, hey. I'd like to get.
Vanessa?
Yep.
Who's a good picture of us?
What?
Steve, what's good a picture of us? You want beside, anywhere here?
They're right here with the sheriff logo in the back.
Okay, yes, I do.
No, you, not me, I've been crying.
Well, yeah, come on.
Family.
Yes.
My sister's not here, she's gonna be mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
You be the
Come on,
sister.
Dennis, Ms. Uggs, you come on.
You be the sister.
He is. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a little bit of a family business now, isn't it?
Did you get it, Ernie?
Got you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jamie did wrong. I appreciate all of you trying to take care of him. He needs it. You better take care of him. Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
Let it say, right?
Yeah. I like to just take him at home. I have to tell Jennifer to say, take care of him at work.
It's the same answer I had today.
Sunday.